Have you ever felt anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed by the challenges and uncertainties of life? If so, you are not alone. According to the World Health Organization, more than 260 million people suffer from anxiety disorders worldwide. Anxiety and stress can affect your health, your happiness, and your performance in various areas of your life. But what if I told you that there is a way to overcome anxiety and stress by changing the way you think and act? A way that has been proven by thousands of years of history and practice. A way that is called Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good and happy life by focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and acting according to our rational nature. Stoicism is not about suppressing or avoiding emotions, but about understanding and managing them. Stoicism is not about being passive or indifferent, but about being active and virtuous. Stoicism is not about denying or escaping reality, but about embracing and transforming it. In this video, I will show you how Stoicism can help you cope with anxiety and stress in your life by applying some of its principles and practices. I will also share with you some examples and stories from famous Stoics who have faced and overcome various difficulties and challenges in their lives. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." So, are you ready to dare? Are you ready to learn how to be a Stoic? If yes, then keep watching this video and let's get started. 1. Stoicism helps you distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. One of the main sources of anxiety and stress in our lives is worrying about things that are outside of our control, such as the past, the future, other people's opinions, or external events. We often waste our time and energy trying to change or avoid these things, which only leads to frustration, disappointment, and resentment. However, Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control, which is our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. By doing so, we can reduce our anxiety and stress and increase our peace and happiness. One of the key concepts of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which means that there are two types of things in life: those that are up to us and those that are not up to us. The things that are up to us are our own judgments, intentions, desires, aversions, and choices. The things that are not up to us are everything else, such as our body, health, wealth, reputation, fame, and others. The Stoics advise us to focus on the things that are up to us and to be indifferent to the things that are not up to us. As Epictetus said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions." One of the ways to apply this principle in daily situations is to ask yourself, is this something that I can control or not? If it is something that you can control, then you can act on it according to your reason and values. If it is something that you cannot control, then you can let it go and accept it as it is. For example, if you have an important exam coming up, you can control how much you study and prepare for it, but you cannot control the difficulty of the questions or the grading of the teacher. Therefore, you should focus on studying and preparing well and not worry about the outcome. Another way to apply this principle is to use affirmations such as, "I cannot control what happens to me, but I can control how I respond to it." This can help you remind yourself that you always have a choice in how you react to any situation. You can choose to be calm or angry, positive or negative, constructive or destructive. By distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot control, you can free yourself from unnecessary anxiety and stress and focus on what really matters in your life. 2. Stoicism helps you accept reality as it is. Another source of anxiety and stress in our lives is resisting or denying reality, such as by wishing things were different, complaining about what is unfair, or fearing what might happen. We often create unrealistic expectations or attachments to things that are not in our control or not in our best interest. This only leads to suffering, dissatisfaction, and disappointment. However, Stoicism teaches us to accept reality as it is, without judgment or attachment. By doing so, we can reduce our anxiety and stress and increase our resilience and happiness. One of the key concepts of Stoicism is amor fati, which means love of fate or love of what happens. It means that we should embrace everything that happens in our life as part of a larger plan or purpose that we may not fully understand. It means that we should see every situation as an opportunity for growth and learning rather than a problem or a threat. It means that we should be grateful for what we have rather than resentful for what we don't have. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen." One of the ways to apply this principle in daily situations is to say, "This is what happened. This is what is. This is what I have to deal with." This can help you accept reality as it is rather than as you wish it were. It can help you avoid complaining or blaming others for your circumstances and take responsibility for your actions. It can also help you see the positive side of any situation and find the silver lining in any cloud. For example, if you lose your job due to a pandemic, you can say, "This is what happened. This is what is. This is what I have to deal with." Then you can look for the opportunities that this situation offers you, such as finding a new career path or pursuing your passion. Another way to apply this principle is to use gratitude exercises such as, "I am grateful for what I have, not for what I don't have." This can help you appreciate the good things in your life rather than focusing on the bad things. It can also help you realize how fortunate you are compared to others who may have less or worse than you. By accepting reality as it is, you can free yourself from unnecessary anxiety and stress and focus on what you can do to improve your life. 3. Stoicism helps you act according to your rational nature. A third source of anxiety and stress in our lives is acting impulsively or emotionally, such as by following our fears, desires, or passions. We often let our emotions cloud our judgment and interfere with our actions. We often act in ways that are harmful to ourselves or others, or that are contrary to our values and goals. This only leads to regret, guilt, and shame. However, Stoicism teaches us to act according to our rational nature, which is our highest faculty and our true self. By doing so, we can reduce our anxiety and stress and increase our virtue and happiness. One of the key concepts of Stoicism is the four cardinal virtues, which are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are the qualities that define a good and happy life according to Stoicism. They are also the qualities that help us act according to our rational nature rather than our irrational impulses. Wisdom is the ability to judge correctly and to act accordingly. Courage is the ability to face and overcome fear and difficulty. Justice is the ability to treat others fairly and kindly. Temperance is the ability to control and moderate our desires and passions. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." One of the ways to apply this principle in daily situations is to use reason to evaluate your thoughts and actions. You can ask yourself, is this thought or action rational or irrational? Is it based on facts or opinions? Is it helpful or harmful? Is it consistent with my values and goals? By doing so, you can avoid falling into cognitive distortions or logical fallacies that can cause you anxiety and stress. You can also correct or change any thoughts or actions that are irrational or unhelpful. For example, if you have a negative thought such as, "I am a failure," you can use reason to challenge it by asking, "Is this thought rational or irrational? Is it based on facts or opinions? Is it helpful or harmful? Is it consistent with my values and goals?" Then you can replace it with a more positive and realistic thought such as, "I am not a failure, I am a learner." Another way to apply this principle is to practice self-discipline and self-awareness. You can monitor your emotions and impulses and regulate them accordingly. You can also meditate on your values and goals and align your actions with them. By acting according to your rational nature, you can free yourself from unnecessary anxiety and stress and focus on what makes you a better person. And remember, the best way to learn Stoicism is to live it. So, I invite you to try some of the principles and practices that I have shared with you in this video and see how they work for you. And if you do, Please let me know in the comments section or on social media how Stoicism has helped you overcome anxiety and stress in your life. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And until next time, stay calm, stay rational, and stay stoic.